Season 3 hasn't been going on too long, but I want to do a little world tour because despite only being up for a few months at this point, we still managed to get a pretty penny done. I did a lot of paths around here in this cute little community center, whatever, that I don't think we ever really used it. I think once or twice I sat here if I was like working over here, but I don't think I did any more than that, honestly. And I worked on paths across the server and then also my own base. But I want to start, I don't visit south as much, so we're going to start from the south and head all the way around to the various bases and we can end at mine. So we're going to come all the way down. For the last month or so of Passion SMP, we've been on creative mode in order to let people get their projects done. I don't care about it fully being survival multiplayer, full SMP. I care about supporting people's passions, hence the name of the server. And anything I can do to help with that. And for this server, we were experimenting with this last month with different ways to help out with that, mostly on the creator end. So I can we're just going to teleport on down there. This is a modded structure. Is that night vision? Yes. Wait, no? I don't know why that looks odd. Okay. This is a modded structure from Towns and Towers, and that's a different one, I think, Structuratory. Someone's got, that is a villager farm. I do not have a texture pack that makes them look like villagers. I have a texture pack that doesn't make them look like villagers, is the words I want. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's supposed to be a command block, but okay. I'm gonna assume the world's doing something silly with that. What? Is this just... Oh, it's a farm. Okay, pigman farm. We can move around spawners. That was something we already had from various mobs. So this was just a little farm area. Okay. I don't know why dancing skeleton... Ah, I understand why there's dancing skeleton now. Okay, yeah, fair enough, Peeb. That is a dancing skeleton. Ah, there's little beans hideaway. Beans hideaway. Wait, so, it's so hidden away, I can't find it. What? Oh, path, torches, path. Little hideaway, beans hideout. Oh, little base. Another door? Campfires. And little bases. And there's also Kitsu's ranch, all the way over here. Little base. And Kitsu used one of our modded blocks from Macaw's roofs. Nice. Oh wait, this is a little island. Oh, nice. A little floating island. What sign? Welcome to Eri's home. Eri is a cutie. Very much so, yes. And I think that was at once another portal, right? Yeah, that's probably another portal loot. And then all the way over here is the Lap Zone, which was mostly a farm, cutesy little bit. Why is there skeleton horse? Is this named? Are these important horses, or can I yoink them? I know those are important horses. Just in case I'm not going to touch them. Usually I'd grab the skeleton horses and sack of rice them to the server, because the server hungers for flesh. I do not know why, but it does. And we can also head up over to the Vox Populi, where I think Eri half-based over here with Misty, aka BB. And they got this cute little base down here. Storage. Little farms. I don't think I ever noticed the enchanter nook. Little books. I try to add more, like, decor stuff, but it just ended up not working out too much. Oh, and then nether portal, yes. Let me through! Sacrifice skeleton horse. We will get some more. Why can't I go? Okay, that's why I can't get through. Let me through. Let me out. Oh, there's always plenty of there's always plenty of horses over here. Let me just yoink. We're just gonna yoink all these. Because the skeleton horses, they don't burn during the day, and we have a mod that increases the amount of the undead riders that spawn. So we just have a server full of skeleton horses. And it's so annoying. You find them everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Also, hi, I believe I recognize you from Wolfie's channel earlier. Thank you for stopping by. They had another island. Where's... Oh, the way out here. Yes, yes, yes. All the way out here. I forgot. There was a little island out here. Yeah, hi. Hello. Thank you for waving. There's another Skelehorse. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. They did a little spawner farm out here, so it's a little far away, and they have a bunch of spawners placed. They left a punch book. Or that's not punch, that's knockback. They left a little knockback book. I think that's oh no, Foxtropolis is over here. I don't know if they're doing anything with this. I explored this area in the first day or week. I think they just kind of had this marked out as their own villages and villagers to use. Although, because we have looter, it's not too big of a deal that I went through and looted this. Thankfully. Yeah, because, yeah. Still all the loot. And there's Skip over here. I did a video over on his channel. I don't know if it's up yet. Skip stuff, please no touch. I did not live here, don't worry. Definitely didn't. Skip made this whole maze and a bunch of other stuff to go with it. That was really fun to do. Has he posted that video? It's a little bit ago, but I don't know if that's done and edited and up yet. Let me double check this. We're gonna double check. Looks cool. Shame I have boring bedrock. No worries. Where's Skip's channel? Skip it 101. Skip it 101. No. I think, right? No. Okay. The last video is actually still with me in it. He ran over on season 2 and went, "What's your favorite?" And of course I asked, what kind? What do you mean, what's my favorite? No, answer the question. Pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds. Thank you. And then he moved on. Pumpkin seeds still are my favorite. That's a question in there. There's a random area that has a question, and then it asks, what's Mew's favorite? The answer is pumpkin seeds. I need to lay back on the pumpkin seeds, though. I eat too many of them. If you have like more than a handful a day, your body's just gonna hate you. Flat out. It's just gonna hate you. Fox and bird! Oh wait, hold on. Before we really explore the north, let's sacrifice. Sack of rice over here. Into the pit they go. Into the pit. Yes, including the saddles. Yes, you. Into the pit. Everyone goes into the sacrifice pit. Thank you. The server hungers flesh. It craves flesh. Well, not. It craves lives. It craves horse lives a lot for some reason. So maybe this will help. And one of these times, my frickin' servers won't have mob problems. I don't know why this is a consistent thing. I won't have it on here. Do I have the image on my computer still? I know where to get it. Last season, we had a very specific mob problem where every now and again, a chunk would spawn way too many of a mob. So you'd be wandering and there'd be nothing for miles. And then suddenly a chunk will spawn 36 cows. And I don't know why this was a problem, but this was a problem. This was a very consistent problem we had. And I don't know why. But this actually occurred at a village. So you can... I have a screenshot of this that I refuse to get rid of because it's beautiful. Screenshots. Let me see this. Yeah, let me just... What's the best image oh yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. At this point, I need to have these. I need to have these saved elsewhere. Because I go look for them so much. I have a folder literally titled Java Screens. Let me start throwing these over here so I never lose them. Because these are downright beautiful screenshots. Also, it means I have a way easier time finding these. It means I have a far, far easier time. There's also this one I want to grab. What else? What other... Oh yeah, that's a good screenshot too. There we go. Yes. Give me all those. Any other important screenshots I should be stealing from here? I don't think there's any other crazy... Oh, no, I have a few Nope, there's still more crazy ones. There's still more mob spawn screenshots. Oh, right, before we found the villagers, I saw a bunch of sheep, and that's what kind of clocked us in. Hey, there's a problem with the mobs. There might just be a problem with the mobs. I don't know. Maybe, possibly, there could be. Hard to say, you know? It's not like I'm staring at a good couple dozen sheep. There's no reason to possibly think there's a problem. Oh, hold on, I gotta grab the egg screenshot as well. There we go. Egg. It's an egg of eggs. Okay, actually show the screenshots now that I'm done scoring through all of my files in order to find this. There it is, Java screenshots. So, this was the problem. Can you see the issue? Can you see? I want to host a server where I don't have this problem. I want to host a server where this isn't a consistent problem that happens for some reason. There were so many. We had several raids. Several. I found a bunch of them in a house. We nicknamed this area Lag Village for a good reason. Also, yes, those are cats down there that also have the same problem. We had dozens of cats here. And for the rest of the server, we had a mod called Carry On. It wasn't updated to this version. We're going to have it for the next season. If I remember to put it in, I think I did put it in. Just because I think it's funny to pick up mobs. And actually, I need to check if that conflicts with other things, because we have other things that do the same thing. I need to check if that conflicts. Slideshow type lag. Yes. For the rest of the season, we use these villagers in every frickin' way. For trading farms, for iron farms, for everything. I don't think I had to get villagers for the rest of the season. I don't think there was a single time we ever had to breed up villagers, because we just stole consistently from this place. Here's the sheep. Here's some of the sheep. There's also the sheep right before the village. Then I'm like, yeah, there might be a problem. And here, have a bonus. Egg of eggs. I love egg. I had so many eggs. My base was directly underneath spawn. So it was always running, including my chickens. It was pretty much always running. Of course, it's nighttime. It was pretty much always running. So, which was great for farms. But not if you have too much. I should have put a void upgrade on. I think I did put a void upgrade. I curse you all with my internet. Oh no. I already get... You know what's better than cursed internet? I am sitting in the perfect spot in my room. I love where I am right now. I have a nice little area for my desk that's separated. I do care about the feng shui of my room. I do care about it because it seriously does impact me. I'm in the perfect spot where I can have everything I want next to me. My bed is in its own little nook behind me that isn't connected to my office space, or what I can be able to do as an office space. However, this is the one socket in my room that's really frickin' busted. So if my foot even possibly tickles, if it ever so brushes the power cord that holds all of the cords for my entire setup, including my lamp, both my lamps, both my lights, it shuts off everything! Everything! If I so dare brush it, if a breeze goes past it, everything shuts off. Which I have done during stream. I have done so. Anyway, people's bases. World tour. Doggos. Oh, they expanded this at some point. Nice. This random spot there. None of any of the dogs named? Doggies? No. These are all carry-ons. Oh dear. All of those are carry-ons. Okay. Noted. Carry-on was gonna base at the mansion. I don't know if they ever did. Oh, right. It's on the other side, right? It's hidden amongst all the tree. What? I saw that. Oh, no, this is just a random thing. Okay. I thought that was generally someone's base. No. This is from us going through... This was first day, actually. I can't remember why. I was going through clips of the first day, the first stream day of this season. And we did this that night. Or the day after. I'm pretty sure it was that night. Okay, so I'm gonna safely assume they did not get the chance to. Also up north, because we're all the way over here, west here, but Fox and Bird was carry-on. Fox refers to Aspen and also Lynx. All the way up here. And there's a difference in that. That's actually an entire mountain region, apparently. I don't have all of it loaded in, but that's a whole mountain range that they're in the middle of. There's a distinct difference in these claimed chunks. Yeah. Also, Example Frontier, the reason this is here next season, I want to kind of limit where we're basing, so it forces us to actually interact with each other more. And also, I don't have to create giant network systems for us just to get to each other's bases. This is a 250 block out from the center. I can't remember if that's radius or whatever it was. Radius versus whatever radius. Diameter. Radius is the one I want, the term I want. This is a 250 radius out. Well, it's squared, but you know what I mean. 250 blocks out in every direction. This is still a freaking huge area that all of us are going to be basing on. I'll show a sneak peek of the season, the world we're going to be using for next season, because I freaking adore. I've been going through several of them. There is a nice website that'll show you like pre-generated worlds, like Chunk Base does, like where you look up a seed and you can see what you want or what a seed might have. There is one for data packs for like Terralith and all the other biome mods we have, and we want to do Biomes of Plenty as well. We're going to be going back to 1.21.1. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, so I've been slowly loading up different seeds. My one requirement is that we have a little bit of variety around where we start, and that it starts at 0, because sometimes you end up spawning near like water like this. We don't actually have spawn set to 0. We're actually a little bit off of 0, which makes it a bit more complicated. So instead of people telling people real quick, oh yeah, as long as you're within or around 250 blocks, you're good. People have to go, am I at the right spot? 'Cause I'm only at negative 125. No, you've gone too far out. And the same thing down here. Oh, am I like 250 down here? Is that good? No, you still have more room to go. It makes it so much more confusing. So that was my two things. And I did find a seed that looks nice. It should give us a variety of places to work with immediately in the surrounding area. I haven't gone and explored anything. However, I'm almost positive I'm going to find the Deep Dark immediately again. I don't know. I did that this season by accident, genuinely. We came out over here, me, X, and Lilac, and we went down into a cave. I'm like, hey, what if I found the Deep Dark? And then I went down the cave a little bit more. Hey guys, I found the Deep Dark. Anyway. They have a whole mountain range up here. And where am I? Where is their base is over here. And they showed me the giant tunnel that goes he showed me the tunnel that goes all the way out here. That is not me walking across land. That's underground. That is a really, really... Yeah, some of this is lit up. That's a really freaking long tunnel. Look at all of that. It's ridiculous. I respect the commitment so much. Oh, right. The well's actually how you get down into the base. I forgot. I forgot. I'm working on my short-term memory. I have actually just started getting apps to, like, just play little memory games. Little base. Little mushroom base. Yeah, kitty base. Nice. And we were gonna make an XP farm. I forgot about this. I was gonna help him out with it. So we can make another one for him. Oh, let me out. Thank you. Although, I made sure we have it next season. This season we added a mod called Actually Harvest, which is similar to the right-click harvest mods you're used to, but when you harvest with a hoe, it gives you XP. And it's pretty good XP, too! So I know for a fact Aspen was just doing that as well as spawners, because when you broke a spawner it would give you XP, but we have a mod that gives you the spawner when you break it, so you can move it around. And it would still give you the XP, so you could just infinitely place and break this over and over again. Can I just teleport down here? Yes, thank you. I did not want to go down, the tunnel. Where's this thing? There's a very fun specific... Oh my god, I forgot how... There's the tunnel! All the way over there. All the way over there. That was, yeah, that's pretty normal for a second, but then we go up over here, and then there's a twisty windy here, and then into here, and then you're out to the surface. Oh, colorful. And that goes all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. You can see remnants of it right here. Hold on. Let me turn on night vision. Yeah. I'm not loading in all that. I'm not doing that again. Not again. No, thank you. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Can I see this? Where's the where's surface? Surface. What? 4? Where? 5? I'm just gonna do this and hope that works. Cool, thank you. And then do this. There we go. That's still way too far out. That's not where I want to be either. I want to look at the port first, because this was another one of my side projects of just making community farms. I never named that Happy Guest. He's still just vibing. This was another one of my little projects, just making a bunch of community farms. There is a Enderman farm in the submarine. I wish I put the submarine lower. I'd already rebuilt it 3 times. Never too late to name... You know, you're right. It is never too... What is your name? What do you feel like? I know what your name is. I know what it is. Give me an anvil. I know the perfect name for this young man. Bleffel. I hear a car. There's a car outside that was... car outside drifting or something. Bleffel! Don't question my names. It's better than, what was the son I named? It's better than Hodlfoggin. I should remember my son's name. That should... We're gonna ignore that. He's safe on season 1, it's fine. Over here, I just threw together a bunch of random farms, some of them custom, some of them not so much. This one was like slightly custom, because I'd be like, hey, that's how the turtle farm works. It's just a crosshatch pattern. Let me throw that in here. It still doesn't work as it should, honestly, because turtles all the time... Yeah, there we go. They will grow up in here, and they'll phase through the slabs and escape when they're not supposed to. I also had... There's a mini cactus farm in here with, ever so slightly broken trapdoors. Yeah. Because I love your mods. Can we fix some of these hitboxes? Can we fix some of these? I would appreciate that. Also, my spider farm. This looked horrible. We're not going to talk about how it used to look like. It looked horrid. I had to go into Axiom to find a shape that didn't look bad, because the first one I did not do well. Hi, Wolfie. Hello. Also, I did not outright say, hi, hello, Binta. Binta Minecraft. Welcome, welcome. Did we ever get a lot of string here? A little bit. I AFK'd this like once or twice, but never more than that. I should have AFK. To be fair, we never used the thing. We never did. Thank you for the hug. I did go into the end to steal the ship verbatim. Twitch always makes me my normal into an emoji. Oh no. I'm so happy Discord finally, you can turn a setting on in Discord so it doesn't do that. What did I? Okay, yes, shulker boxes. Oh, someone did actually come in and take some. I put out free shulker boxes because I had a bunch, and then free elytras. So each person could take one. It was really fun hanging out with you in Stardew today. Hope we can do it again. Yeah, it was fantastic. Readjust and share. I forgot about my tea! It's probably... Is it still cold? It's still lukewarm! It's been sitting here for a half hour. Thanks, stars, for ceramic cups. Okay. There are so many there were so many ideas and things I had going on here, but I just didn't quite have the energy to do it. I'm like, I need to work on this thing first, and then I lost the motivation to do these. Like, I wanted to make this a pretty area. I made my projects too big is the problem. And I think that's why I enjoyed my base so much, because I just had little fun small-scale stuff. Like this cat cafe as well, but we're gonna get to that in a second. This is a custom iron farm I use, and it's replicated 4 times, precisely separated out in order to make all of them run independently. And it is fantastic, and if you set one of these up, you'll never have to set up an iron farm again, because currently, this has over 10,000 iron! I never AFK'd this thing. It was just running idle. And it has 10 frickin' thousand. We never did get iron trading set up. We had like a minor one at the start, but we never did anything more than that. Anyway, Calf Cafe with my good old favorite Fred, aka Alfredo Bobino Feed 5 Fofino the third. I did this off camera, and I love him very dearly. He's Alfredo Bobino Feed 5 Fofino the third. This came to me. I was laying outside enjoying my day in my hammock, and I'm like, you know what would be fun? I gotta name a character. I gotta name something in the SMP. Alfredo Bofino Fi Fofito the third. Just because. I'll never get tired of that. It just gives me a smile every time I say it. Because it's Alfredo Bofino Fi Fofito the third. How can you not enjoy? How can you? My cheeks are hurting. How can you not smile saying that name? It's just fun. Also, there's a kitty cat up there. There's a jelly judging you. I didn't get a lot of cats for this. This came about because I had a bunch of extra cats from making my creeper barn. I like the implication there's 2 other Alfredo Bobino Fi Fofitos out there. I gotta have the next server. I gotta have a family of Alfredo Bobino Fi Fofito the third. If Alfredo Bobino Fi Fofitos. There we go. That makes me way too happy. It's just Alfredo Bobino Fi Fofito. It's just too fun. Also, at some point, the warp stones started breaking. Waystones aren't updated to this version of Minecraft 1. Something or other. Like that narrows it down. I think it's 1.24 or something. Endship? Yes! I copy-pasted, basically, an endship over. We had a whole stream where I literally went and yoinked an endship from the end, took a Lightmatica of it, and rebuilt it. What version are we? What version is this? I've already forgotten. Because I don't think it's 26. I think it's like 24. What are we? We are on 26. Okay, we're on 1.26.1. Oh, CurseForge! I didn't mean to click on you. Get out of here. Stop trying to center lock my mouse. Thank you. But yeah, at some point my waystones started breaking. Or these are warp stones, because waystones aren't updated to this version as far as I'm aware. So 2 of these are just named, or 3 of these now are just named numbers, and I don't know how to fix it, because you're supposed to be able to just put a name tag on it, but it doesn't work, and I don't understand. And there's, oh yeah, I guess there's technically another, is it 40? This is the Nether Hub. Oh yeah, I did these little boats everywhere. This is just a retextured version I personally made of the boat I used for everywhere else. If we go back to 41, this is the port. If we go back to 41, occasionally in the water, I can't remember exactly what mod gives this up to us, but there's this little ship hanging out in the middle of the ocean, so I started stealing these as little excuses to have waystones everywhere, or warp stones everywhere. And I made a version for the Nether, that's the quartz one, and there's also a version I made for the end. That's this cutie little guy. But what we care about, I wanted to visit, if it's not 40, then it's 37. Mangrove. This is the first one that broke and made me break the others that were originally named at some point. Thank you, Nightbot. But what we care about is we're gonna go east, because that's where I'm based. I always, for some reason, think it's west. I don't think there's a single season of this SMP that I've been west of spawn. And I don't know why. It's probably just because I confuse my east and west all the time. I'm intrigued by the concept of horse plinko. It's my favorite gif. This comes from, like, I think a really frickin' old Tumblr post, but it's my favorite gif. I better have this on my computer. It better let me put this. What do you mean I don't have horse plinko on my computer? What do you mean this isn't ready on standby? Me, how dare I? Or is it, no, it's probably because I have it set to image. I swear I have this media. I have horse plinko, beautiful. This is horse plinko. And I love it very... No, you're supposed to... I didn't click loop. There we go. This is horse plinko. And I love it very, very dearly. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's my favorite. I love it so much. I don't think a single season I've been west of spawn. The first season I was north, and then I moved way down south. And then season 2 I was north again. And also underneath the server. Who put that horse there? Horse? I'm always trying to spot the skeleton horses because there's always so many on the server. Oh, in the Plinko. I believe the lore of Horse Plinko is it was somebody's like physics project or like coding project, some random college project that they're like, oh yeah, we'll just post this online, and people ended up loving it. Anyway, say hi to Margaret. I'm pretty sure that's her. Hold on, let me scroll up. I want to see if that's her name. Because I randomly made this for Lilac. And I think that's what Lilac decided to give her as her name. Because I didn't want to name it. I wanted to let Lilac do that. I'm still scrolling up. Where is this? Where is this? Where? Please. Please. Where's I think it's Margaret. I think it is. No, still. That's season 2. I have gone too far. Hold on. Those were screenshots from season 2 Nether Hub, where I literally made a spreadsheet because the Nether Hub was that frickin' huge, and I had to get that many materials. Where? Was it that recent? There it is, I found her. Yes, she is Margaret. Her name is, in fact, Margaret. What? Oh, it's a bat. Oh, there's a horse. I think that's been there the entire season. And then Lilac's base, which I believe was supposed to be a little animal sanctuary. And she was slowly working at it. Oh, little catch! Oh! I love this! Oh, I need to get... Lilac has the full Lightmatica and build for this. I need to get her to show it to me. I did give Lilac multiple animals. For the zoo! Turtles. I can't remember when she asked for turtles, but I got her a bunch of turtles. Also, I got her some... Where's the other one? Are they both just... Where did the other snow leopard go? They're supposed to be... Oh, no, they're both sitting in the same spot. Okay. There's Nolai and Hesai. Little snow leopards. I temporarily based up here early on. And I seriously... Oh my god. No. Come here. We'll do another sacrifice. We'll do another sacrifice. Come here. No, no, no. You're not allowed. Anyway, I was gonna base up here, and you can see the mark of where I was and have been. And I ended up, while exploring around, finding where I ended up basing this beautiful Yellowstone area. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm moving everything out there. Because I ended up just not really enjoying this flat area. I'm finding I just don't enjoy building in flat spots. I need something to work with. I need some terrain. And then my iron farm at the start of season that I'm still not sure how, why, what, when doesn't work too well. I am fully blaming it on putting the platform underneath for some reason. Every time I make an iron farm for the platform underneath, it doesn't work nearly as well. Oh yeah, these guys never got a proper spot. These are all our villagers for the season. They never got moved. And nothing else ever happened here. They're just vibing. And there's also Axe's base up... Well, it's not up north, it's down south, because we're up north right now. Oh wait, hold on, there's Wolfies! There's Wolfies up here. Hold on. I'm missing somebody. There's Wolfie, right here. With a random zombie horse. And a lot of doggos. Doggos random cave. Little kitchen. A nice little base. With nice. Thank you, Nightbot. And there's also up here is Axe's a lovely base, and there's a part 2 where she was going to build a giant Rubik's Cube that's going to be saved for next season. She's been here since day 1, though. A little chicken farm, little... Oh, John Lamar, because the original horse died. John Lamar. I don't remember what the original horse's name was. But I know there was one before this. And then I was supposed to make... We never got around to it. I was supposed to make a library down here for her after I made my own storage library. However, I did come here to prank her. I discovered a lovely, lovely thing. We have a block called curtain blinds. I think they're just called blinds. Blinds. We have a lovely block from Macaw's windows that are these blinds. And you can, like, place them on top of each other. They connect, right? And it's beautiful. It looks fantastic. And I realized when you curl them up like this, you still can't walk through them. So you can absolutely mess with people by filling an entire room with these. And so I immediately did just that, and I first pranked Axe because she was AFK over here, but Lilac was also AFK here that day. So after pranking Axe, we ran over and did the same exact thing to Lilac. And then we separated and went our separate ways. I went back home and I was there for maybe 5 minutes before Lilac got back on and went, What is happening? What is this? What happened? Do you guys know what happened? It's like, no clue. Not a clue. Sorry about that, Lilac. We have no idea. And then I finally moved over here. I never finished this base, and I think I'm okay with that. I liked the idea towards the very end. The last stream we did on Passion SMP, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll make the rest of my base a bunch of mini games, and I was gonna bring back... In Season 1, I made a mini golf. You can do this. It has to be with a knockback sword. Anvil. Knockback. It doesn't work if you just have a normal sword. But if I grab this... Hi. Hello, sir. You creeping? Oh, there we go. You creeping around? Yeah. Doot, doot. But if you hit a armor stand with a knockback sword, and you're... I can't have these guys around for this. Get out of here. I do actually need nobody to be here for like 2 seconds. Thank you. Because otherwise I'm just gonna get attacked. That is not correct. Survival. If you hit an armor stand with a knockback sword in survival, it will move. And you can, if you do a strong attack, even move it pretty dang far. If I do, whoop. Not as far as I wanted it to. Whoop. There we go. It's better if an actual, like, knockback 2 sword, but... And so, with that logic, you can make a mini golf course. And so, I was gonna do that, but this was a very late thing. This was one of the last things I did. The very first thing I did was actually make the staircase, and I got really fed up over it for a long time, and then rebuilt it several times over. Was build this little basement. I built the... Why are my doors broken? I don't know why half my doors are broken, but okay. I don't... Why are half my doors broken? Okay, cool, thanks. I built this room by room because I had very specific ideas of what I wanted, and I did actually end up rebuilding my kitchen later. Hi, Obsidian! Very adorable baby. I did end up expanding my kitchen later because the original room here I didn't really like. And over here was my bedroom, and I ended up getting rid of that, and so I just didn't have a bedroom for the rest of the season. But I ended up changing around a few rooms. And I kind of like how we ended up with. This nook is still original. I moved it a couple blocks over. And hi, Dusty. This is my real life cat. Hold on. I feel it's imperative that I show the fluffy baby. I feel this is very imperative to everyone's mental health, because it's gonna skyrocket. There's my picture, my favorite picture. And it's my favorite, I've lost the image. It's my favorite picture for a reason. And you're very gonna quickly find out, because he's just a fluffy baby. He's just a fluffy baby. Mental health stocks are going up. He's the best. He's the fluffiest of boys. He's a little lion. He's downright adorable. Where's the- hold on, I got fluffy belly. I have so many pictures of the fluffy belly. Look at this belly. You can't touch it. Actually, if you get him, if you wake him up from a nap, or if he's like still really sleepy, then he'll let you rub the belly, and it's so soft. It's so fluffy. And more, but he lays like this all the time. This is his go-to sleeping pose is roadkill. This is how he sleeps all the time. Also, baby picture, because I've had him since he was a tiny little kitten, and he could literally sit in the palm of my hand. I've had him since he was 5 weeks old, and now he's... I think 8 or 9 now. Also, look at the little cheek fluff. Look at the little cheek. Them cheeks. I will always take an opportunity to show off pictures of Dusty. Oh, little baby. Little baby. He's just a little baby. He's tiny. He's been sleeping like roadkill his entire life. Oh, he loves sleeping with a pillow. He loves resting his head against something, so this pillow is actually velcroed to the windowsill, so he doesn't lose it. This is actually a pillow I've had since I was a kid, and I think it was like from some baby doll crib set or something. But I've had this pillow for ages, and now it's his. Do I have any? Oh, I have the... Yeah. Yeah. He stayed like this for long enough for me to take multiple photos. And this is now my... There's a reason I call him Chicken Leg sometimes. Because every now and again, he'll be stuck mid-bath and he'll just look around, hanging out with one leg up in the air, and he looks like a giant chicken leg. But we love him for it. Oh yeah, and him being an absolute goblin of a creature. Just absolutely... I don't know why. Sometimes he just literally lays like a chicken leg like this. He's like loafed, but leaned forward. I don't know what this is. It's something. I don't know what it is, though. I have another one of him. Oh, that's a tiny image. I have another one of him all curled up. He's being a baby. Just being a lovely baby. Oh, the best. The best. The best of them all. He's just so cute. He's a baby boy. He's just a baby boy. I love. Also, you get a bonus because I think it's really adorable and it looks like a Renaissance painting and I want to paint it. Here's Dinah, my brother's cat. This happened on Christmas and she let me put the bow on top of her head, but not only that, she stayed like this for like 10 minutes before she wiggled it off. She was having her moment. It's downright adorable. They're the most precious kitties. Anyway, I have many animals in this that aren't my real life animals. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got a baby sniffer that I named Mish Mish. I think it's supposed to be... I can't remember what the full name was. Michael? Oh, Mitchell. Mitchell was the name chat decided, but I really wanted to call him Mish Mish. But Mitchell is his full name. And then I later had to get other sniffers because I wanted a sniffer farm over here in this room, which I do have, which is currently preoccupied by Lifey and Rifey. Lifey and Rifey are too big to move around, so Lifey will always be on the left and Rifey will always be on the right. But Mama Mish Mish was too big to fit in there with them, so Mama Mish Mish ended up coming out here. And then, this is just a random composter. I have multiple animals I've collected down here on one of the original amalgamation, before this was a proper mod pack, when it was literally an amalgamation of my favorite mods. I had a mod that added sugar gliders, like the one before me, and I named the lovely baby Syrup. I don't remember how I lost Syrup, but I remember Syrup did in fact get lost or died somehow somewhere. And so I got Syrup again. And I also got, I don't remember why, I named this guy Mookie. He just looked like a Mookie. I think somebody said Moki in the chat, and I'm like, no. He's not quite a Moki, he's a Mookie. We got Ruby and Celeste. Celeste is actually named after a book series that I adored as a kid, and I own now. There's a Quest for Celeste, and then it's a Nest for Celeste, and then another Quest for Celeste is a more recent sequel. And I also have Diorite the Owl. And I have a full library. This is my storage. All of these are functional storage, and I love them very dearly. I have nothing in these. There we go, arrows. I have nothing in those ones. I have all my wood storage over here, and funny enough, this ended up being a really server-efficient storage, because none of these are chests. They're not block entities. So it's not a whole lot for the server to load, despite being dozens upon dozens of frickin' cabinets. And almost all, okay, like, only half of them actually have something in them. We're gonna ignore that fact, but... And then down here, we're gonna pretend I didn't make an entire XP farm thing down here that I never used, and it took way too long. It would take way too long for me to fill all this in, so I just never did. It just exists down here, and we're gonna pretend like it never did. And that is actually the reason why that window is here. I was supposed to be able to see down into the XP farm, but I just ended up not really doing that. And I did have an iron farm here, so that's why there's this random pit. And this was going to be a tower. At the top of the tower is going to have the iron farm, but the iron farm just wasn't working well. So I dismantled it, and that's how we ended up with the iron farm that's over at Spawn. Or not Spawn, the port. And then finally, on like the actual ground floor of the damn place... Oh yeah, I forgot. This was also this was just a cat room. This is just fully a cat room. For all the extra cats from the cat barn. Or the... Creeper barn, not cat barn. The creeper barn. Because I got way too many. Main room. I was going to have a little staircase overlooking the mini golf. But off to the side here, we have a nice little storage room for all of the mob farm that I have over here. And I have a singular copper golem that hangs out and he walks back and forth and he takes everything from the chest and he organizes it for me. However, this farm broke my server. This farm broke my server, it broke my instance, and I don't want to turn it back on. I don't want to turn the farm back on because it just absolutely breaks everything. There's too many mobs and I can't quite control it. So it just kind of exists right now. Oh yeah, my little enchanter nook down here. That's absolutely adorable and I never got to use because this was one of the last episodes I made on the server. There's nothing else here. I think this is the last episode I've officially made on the server. That never got used. I had long since been fully enchanted. So it is what it is. And then I just have, like, towers that were planned out off to the sides here. That actually it's thunder. Hold on. That room actually connects up back downstairs and to this area, so we're gonna slowly walk around. I'm actually gonna start this from the basement. Right here with the sniffers, Leafy and Rifey, that are getting my lovely pitcher pods and torch plants that I never used, I just kind of wanted the farm, is my lovely horse stables, where I was gonna slowly upgrade all of these boys. We have a mod called Superb Steeds, where we can, as we're running around with a horse, it will actually upgrade their speed and their jump height. I didn't upgrade this guy's jump height, but I fully upgraded his speed, so he's a nice super fast horse. I didn't do that with the rest of them. That's the only horse I actually did it with. So we're gonna ignore that fact. But I just went around and collected all the horses that were hanging out anyway, because they got spawned in, and threw them in there. Yeah, it's a fantastic one. BB recommended a lot of great horse mods, and a lot of them we're still using. Nightmare is my own horse. I originally, at the very beginning of the season, had Stinky because it was a horrible horse that slowly got upgraded, but Stinky just kind of stuck. When I was trying to solve a mod problem for the server, one person kept getting kicked. It was Ari, who kept getting kicked and couldn't log in. I was trying to do the correct command to remove the specific entity at E for entity. I didn't put in the command right, so it killed everything around me, which is the same command, which sucks. So it killed everything around me. Thankfully, I'm not too close to anybody else, and I usually have my game at a really low render distance, so it's not a huge problem. But that means I did actually lose Stinky. So I went out and got Nightmare, and then slowly, fully upgraded Nightmare as well. And then I have these little gatehouses in and out of my base. And this is my very lovely creeper barn. It's a pretty normal creeper farm, but if I... Is there a way I can easily get up there? Can I teleport up there? Yes, I can. Thank you. If I teleport up here, which should be far enough that it gets creepers to start spawning, and we use free cam to look all the way down here, hopefully things start... There we go. Things can start spawning in. Could you move around, please? You go down below. Because it's really cool when this actually works. Do I have the pictures still? Welcome to me making thumbnails. Welcome to me making all sorts of thumbnails. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see how it broke my server. This was me actively trying to take screenshots in between me crashing. I think what I ended up going with for the thumbnail, what was it? I went up with this one in the end, I believe. Because I think it just showcased the brokenness the most. More broken Yep, welcome to thumbnails. Welcome to me making thumbnails all the time. Always. It's just so many thumbnails. I still have Do I not have... I don't have... I don't even remember what thumbnail I'm looking for anymore. Alfredo Bobito FIFA Fotino the third! Okay, what was I looking for? What was I? Yeah, horses, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna assume... Oh yeah, creeper barn. Hey! Look at the creepers. You see why it's called the creeper barn now? It's... Because I have the trapdoors in place, and I also did the blinds trick again, so they can't escape at all. They just exist there. They just hang out, and you can see them actually go through the farm and into the kill chamber, and I love it very dearly. Also, that is just a Fresh Animations texture pack. That's not actually a stone creeper. That's not a mod. That's a texture pack. That is a resource. Make everybody's stomachs drop for like 2 seconds. You can't set them off from here. The other spots you can't, because there's actually the blinds right there. But this spot, if you're in survival mode, they can just start exploding. They can. We do have it set up so creepers do not actually, like, they don't do explosion damage. If they explode, it's just gonna hurt the player. But it will hurt the cat directly. Excuse me. Directly next to them. So I'd prefer not to. And then I have a lovely sugarcane farm right here, which gives me exactly 2 stacks of sugarcane by complete accident when I harvest it. And I love that. And I have a nice little carrot farm right here. I'm gonna show off. A nice thing about the actually harvest mod I mentioned earlier, where you can use hose to do this and a right-click harvest, it increases the radius depending on the level of hoe you have. So, oh, is it also based on efficiency and everything? The hoe I normally have gets that entire area. That's sad. I'm gonna assume hold on, we're gonna dig into my grave for like 2 seconds. Which backpack is it in? This one, probably. Yep, okay, we're gonna steal this for like 2 seconds. I'm gonna assume it's probably efficiency that changes it. If I come over to this kind of central area, I go, boop. There we go! That's a better show-off. We love it. Yeah, that's a lot of onions. The reason I have specifically onions and carrots, this is another mod, obviously. The reason I have specifically onions and carrots, as well as rice growing somewhere else, is so I can make a ridiculous amount of fried rice. And I also have a little chicken barn as well. So we'll go see my slight... I can't... They're kind of free range. They're as free range as Minecraft is gonna get. I do have... Oh yeah, I have sheep over here because I was using a bunch of wool for different things. This was not... By the way, this was not decorated, like, on camera at all. I just did this off camera when we started using creative mode for to let people finish their projects. I just went around and decorated all this. Before the last video that exists of, like, me actually recording on this server, none of this is decorated. There's not a thing here. Not a one. I just listened to a long-ass D&D, like, episode while I got all this done. Oh yeah, I have my bees over here. I don't even remember why I have bees. I have bees. And then over here, all the way over here, you can sort of make free-range chickens. We have Goldie, Diem, Emra, Redst, and Lepui. And you can kind of make free-range chickens because of path blocks. You could do this with mud. I prefer to do it with path blocks because a minecart hopper can pick up eggs through path blocks. So if you just have a minecart hopper run on a circuit underneath your chicken farm, you can just have endless eggs with pretty free-range chickens. If you want something just ever so slightly more ethical than your normal farms. I don't think I ever did. There's a little... Oh yes, I will hydrate. There's a little... Yeah, I didn't decorate this. I was supposed to. This is supposed to be fried rice, or rice storage, and then fried rice right here. Let me sip of the tea. Num num num. Good black tea. It's been a minute since I've had black tea. I've been drinking a lot of blueberry green. By my fried rice station right here, and the chickens come out over here in the chicken room. Hi, Billy Bob. Thank you for doing Hoist Plinko. Chickens connect right up back down here, and then we're over at the kitchen again. And I have a whopping 2 skeleton horses that we need. Actually, hold on. Technically, we're not done. I do have another project that we did. The last stream on Passion SMP officially. I just wanted to randomly build, and so this thing exists up here now that I don't think I'll do anything with, but I enjoyed making. I did enjoy making it, very much so. And it's just a random assortment. I don't know what I had planned for this, I'm just like, yeah, fortress. I randomly built a bunch of stuff and then went with it. I like the idea, but I'm not gonna finish this. Absolutely not. I never finished the floor is lava, too. I want to steal this redstone and redesign it for Season 4. There is... I think I still have the schematic on. I just have it turned off, yeah. Let me... Schematic. Placement on. There we go. Let me turn that all the way up. Okay. No, that's still not enough. Please. Hi, Ellie. I am in a group if you want to join. There we go. That's the full boy. Actually, you did see a there you go. There's a screenshot of it. I do have the full boy. I do have this on a world, so we could always run over to that as well. But this is a full floors lava redstone system, and you can have it automated as well. You can have somebody up here controlling the lava switch and also controlling the safety mechanism for people to actually be allowed to leave, or trick them that they can and kill them anyway. And there's also an automatic switch that will periodically turn it on and off for you as you're playing the game. So if it's just the 2 people, then you can run around and still play. Or if you want to join in on the fun. And then these little chests around will periodically give wooden spears, wooden spear, wooden sword, and fishing rods so you can mess around with your friends. And last time I did Floors Lava was way back in Season 1. And it entirely worked off of wind charges, and it ended up breaking really easy. But I ended up finding out that it would be far easier instead of wind charges just to do this simple system. It probably doesn't look simple. I promise you it is. It's literally, you just... Okay, let me... There's a really easy way for me to show this off. Hold on. Hi, Ellie. Redstone lamp. And if I take a piece of redstone, I'm gonna need... Let me grab a button. Actually, a torch will show this off. When you put a signal to a redstone lamp, it will also activate the others around it, which also does the same thing with observers. So you can send the signal farther for just doing one little thing. So by copying a crosshatch pattern like this over and over, you can make a very easy pattern. And all these pistons do is just quickly send a signal to the observer. And then that sends a signal to this one, which turns on all the dispensers. So if I disconnect this for a quick second, and I go boop. And that would have turned on the lava. And then boop. Boop. And that would also connect up... I have a whole sound system that's supposed to go with it as well, and lights, so you can actually get a warning over here that dun 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 lava. It's definitely something I'm gonna have to come... This is one of the first things I want to do in Season 4. Absolutely. I'm so happy with the redstone system. I could probably find a way to do it even better next time. Also, I just like the skelly face. I just like the skull. I just did this offhanded. I was gonna put a big Mew skull on it, but I built it front facing and I needed diagonal, and Axiom wouldn't let me do that. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Last minute, just do a skull. And I edited it a little bit, but otherwise, that's mostly what it was. I think that is officially all my projects then. I don't think... I didn't do another hub. I wasn't in charge of that this season. PB took that over. I don't think there's anything else. I mostly focused on my base and then spent a really long time doing paths. And then we ended up not using them. This is a consistent thing. By the time I get paths or the nether hub done, the season's over. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you?
I
cannot
am
find you.
flying near spawn. If you open up journey map, you should be able to see me.
I have journey map open, I just cannot enlarge it.
Oh. You can scroll out, or on the left-hand side, zoom out.
Oh, I see, it on the little, compass thingy. Hold on.
Yes.
You're the little light blue cyan dot I'm seeing.
Yeah. Everyone should have operators, so if you right-click on the map, you can just teleport over here, too.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot this was a push mic I could do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I guess
I have skeletal horses.
That.
I have skeletal horses to sacrifice. Or sacrifice, pardon.
It's fun.
Scale a horse. Get thrown.
I'm
Thrown
through
into the
your...
pit. Thrown into the Thor's well. Or whatever. Devil's Punch Bowl. Whatever this was.
Hold on, since I'm getting closer to you,
There we go.
I'm seeing you on my map.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna do just enough. I want to do just enough of the floor's lava that we have the redstone mechanisms can actually play it.
Ooh, that's cool.
Because I don't need to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It is a whole volcano, but at the very least, if I get the redstone mechanisms done, then we can play. And
Hello,
also
I see
fill
you.
in all the observers with lava.
Hi, I see you. Hello, what do you think of my... Actually, this is one of my old skins. I have many more.
Ooh, nice.
But yeah, I'm thinking of using this skin or my Ender Farmer Girl skin.
I have a couple skins now. One of them is a project that hasn't been released yet. I have this bad boy.
Oh, really?
That I need to record and I haven't had the time to record. And then I have one for Royal Realms. This lovely boy. Which if I turn off...
Oh, that sounds
skin,
fun.
If I turn off the jacket, I believe it is. Yes, you can see my ribs in the back. And the lore with Royal Realms is... I'm a skulk bat who doesn't have their wings and I have to revitalize the ancient city in order to get my wings back. So I'm I'm trying to do the entire season without I'm trying to do the entire season without using an elytra at all.
Ooh, I have no idea what that is. But that sounds interesting.
The elytra or Royal Realms?
Royal Realms, that sounds interesting.
It's another server I'm on. I got invited to more recently. I do have to do a little bit of this area because we do actually need this part of it, but I should only need to go up a few levels, not too much.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think season 4 is gonna be?
Gonna be
like is it gonna be
the date or?
Like, well, for both. So, or is it like all gonna be the same apart? It being different. Also, why are there so many zombies?
Huh?
There are so many zombies.
Oh, because they're spawning they're spawning near us is the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Season 4 is gonna be a new map again. I have one picked out. I want to show that towards the end of stream. Because I started going and loading up new saves to see if I could find anything that looked interesting, and I finally found one that I'm like, you know what, this would actually be really cool. There's a fair amount of mods I just kind of threw in like, you know what, I want to see what you guys do with it. I don't usually play this heavily modded, I just want to see what you guys do with it. We're gonna have messenger pigeons. I found a mod that has messenger pigeons. You can send people envelopes, and it even has a little structure that has loot from like forgotten and lost mail.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's cool. Love messenger pigeons. It's called envelope.
Nice.
I think.
Oh, I've heard of that then. Yeah, I've heard of that then. Yeah.
Is that right? Oh no, because it's supposed to be activated. That's why it's mad. Let me see what else was on. There were a couple of mods I got pissed off at that we were gonna have, some decor mods, but they didn't function, and that's the number one thing we kind of want. Is like cool, yeah, we can have some cool blocks, we can have some cool farming, homestead stuff, but your fridge doesn't have storage. I don't know why the bed has storage and the fridge doesn't, but your fridge doesn't have storage. You can't even turn on the bed.
Why? Are you serious?
I was so pissed.
Why?
I was so upset. I was so upset. I just want the mod to work. I just want these two things to actually function.
Darn. And what else is there
it
gonna
pissed me
be?
off so much. Axralia asked for guns, so we will have that.
Ooh, I've heard of that.
Guns Plus, or Guns Plus Plus is what the mod's called. We'll have artifacts. Guns. So artifacts are something I adore with playing Amalgamation. And it includes things like the flamingo floaty.
Oh, I think I've seen
which
that one.
Love. If you can just fly around midair. It's great. I love it.
That sounds fun.
It's so good. Also, apparently the artifacts mod in recent versions has a few more artifacts now. So there's like Strider boots, where you can walk on lava, which is really great.
Ooh,
And there's
interesting.
another one as well, but most of them will give like some buff or another. There's like Cloud in a Bottle, you can double jump. I'm gonna definitely need to get my hands on a Crystal Heart. We are gonna have Origins as well. I need to see with Lilac if that's actually gonna work on her setup, because she mentioned she might have problems if that's on.
Oh,
But if we do,
yeah, I
I'm
think
absolutely gonna be a Phantom. And Phantoms, they only have 7 hearts. And a Crystal Heart will give you another row of hearts. So yeah, I want to get a Crystal Heart. I would like to have that. I would like to have health in a world where I'm not going to have a lot of health.
If there's like
that
an ender,
Elytrian, but probably do.
Yeah.
The other. Why am I getting ats? Why am I getting an at?
What?
Oh, okay. Is somebody just pinging because they can? Literally, that's what they type.
Okay.
Biomes of Plenty was asked for. We have a backport because it's 1.21. There are some things we don't have, like the Pale Gardens or Copper Golems. I found backports for both.
Oh.
So we'll still be able to have those.
Okay.
Doink, doink. I'm gonna just have to go around and turn all that on afterwards. What else is there? Some stuff we'll still have from this season, like click mobs. I found one called Dap Up Your Homies that I've added like, I don't care about like actually being able to do emotes with your friends, but it's just like you give them a good high five.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what it is. You give them a good high five. And I wasn't sold on that, but I was reading through the mod. You can yeet your friends. You can just absolutely throw your friends. And I'm like, you know what? I want it. I want it. We have to be able to throw each other. I want to know. I want to see what random clips happen from this. I want to know what you guys do with it. And that is the entire reason it got added. There is no other... I just wanted to see. I just want to know. Oh yeah, we'll have Pat again. There's Dusty Decorations was one that looks cool and adds a bunch of like more port themed decorations. So there's like hanging fish and more jars. There'll be buoys and actual proper what are these called? Awnings. Proper awnings. Like wooden awnings. Wooden and wool. What else? Envelope, that's the passenger pigeon thing. Guns. Handcrafted! Handcrafted is available for this version, and it's my favorite furniture mod. We also have Chipped. We'll have Chipped. Chipped is a fantastic mod that takes all the blocks in the game. For example... what's a good way for me to do a quick example of this? Actually, I know exactly how. You could get... What Chip does, it takes all the blocks in the game, like Chiseled Deep Slate, and it takes the texture of it, and you can now have the Chiseled Deep Slate texture on the tough brick.
Oh,
and it does that for all the blocks in the game and all the textures.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't mean it adds like 4,000 blocks.
Yeah.
Which I have compressed in REI, so we'll have that. Mod pack you're going to have is 1.21, you said, right? In the 4th season. Yes.
Yeah,
because 1.21 has more mods for us, but it's far like enough back that more things are updated, but it's recent enough that we can have some of the good mods from recent versions like Flashback and FreeCam. I am Create's biggest fan and cannot recommend it enough.
I wonder...
If enough people support it, then I will begrudgingly add it. My brain does not like automation. This is the only thing you'll ever catch me doing Redstone. This is the one thing where I'm like, fine, I'll do redstone. And this redstone is still a very bare necessity, and the only reason it exists as well as it does is because because of the oxidized bulbs, oxidized copper bulb. That's the only reason this thing exists. And I was able to make it.
When she's flying, she's like standing still immediately, like T-pose, like just like her legs are out still, and she's like not moving. I need to know what that is.
I have a resource pack on.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the player animations.
Yeah, fresh player animations is what I'm using.
Okay. I used that before. I like it.
Yeah, it's by far my favorite one. Funny
Yeah.
enough, I'm not a Redstone person, no idea why Korea applies to me.
I hate red. I'm not a Redstone person.
I can't. My brain bricks. There's a reason. I'm very much so a person where if something doesn't exist that I want to exist, I will just make it myself. Which is a big thing this connects up, because I can't. I don't think there's one mod pack that I'll play that I haven't made myself, and that's Parasites, because it's small enough I actually know what's going on and I can go through and be like, okay, it's this thing, okay. Otherwise, I don't touch mod packs. There's too many things going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand any of it. Create is way too big. There's a word for this. It's the executive dysfunction. There's a very specific term I'm trying to think of that I don't have. But it's just the I just completely freeze. I do not know what to do. There are too many options.
Yeah.
Decision paralysis, that's what it is. Decision paralysis.
Yep,
I have heavy decision paralysis with it.
Okay. I just came on
I
see how you're doing.
I want to play Oxygen Not Included. I love Oxygen Not Included, but I can't ever get far in the game because the game relies heavy on the automated systems and making everything automated in order to make your people happy. But I just don't want to touch the automated system ever. I do not want to deal with that overlay. I don't care. I don't want to deal with it. I just don't. I love the game otherwise, but I just don't want to deal with it.
I just came on to see how you were doing before I head off to bed.
Alright,
Good night,
have a good night. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye bye. Have a good night. Have a good
sleep. Bye bye. Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be going to bed shortly after this.
Yeah.
After the stream ends, I'm still planning on being on for another half hour-ish.
Okay, so like, yeah, I think you would be in the same time. Is it 10:33?
No.
PM? Oh,
I'm at 8:33.
Okay, so you were 2 hours. So you are 2 hours behind me then.
I'm West Coast.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm all the way out here on the West Coast.
Oh, I mean, good news is that will be easy for me to remember. Because I have another friend who lives in New Zealand. So that'll be easy for me to remember. Yeah.
Wait, New Zealand and West Coast, huh? West Coast America?
I don't... I knew she mentioned it was New Zealand. I don't remember. I need to ask her again.
Because I don't think New Zealand and the West Coast are both PST, Pacific time.
I don't think either. No.
Yeah.
You may,
perhaps.
Yeah.
just a little bit. Thought I'd mention.
Yeah. Oh, that's how much I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Because I really forgot.
Go reset your brain. Have a good rest.
Yes. I must reset the brain.
It's a good reset. It's a good way to reset brain and body, even if you can't sleep. And there she goes. Not that I exactly have a horse in this race, but you can have working airships in the Create add-on. I like to fly myself though. I will find any excuse to play Terra Swoop Force. I adore Terra Swoop Force, mainly because I really grew up playing Glide, the Glide minigame on the console versions. I still adore that thing. I need to boot up my PS3 and play that. I want to... Because my Xbox One won't have that, my PS3, as long as the... I imagine it should still have it, even if servers are down. Yep, gotta reset brain, good night, and did put Stardew Valley 1 that we did in my Twitch VOD if you want to look at it. Alright. Ooh, True Legacy Console Edition. Yeah. And it's why I adore Terra Swoop Force, because it gives me the same kind of vibes as the old-fashioned Legacy Glide minigame. It has the exact same vibes for me, and I love it. I love just genuinely flying in the game, and it's honestly a major reason why my character is a bat. The two reasons I ended up with a bat, aside from the fact I do actually love bats, is I have horrible vision, and I really love to fly. Those were the top two reasons why I decided on a bat character. Also, they spawn in the deep dark, but we're gonna ignore that factoid for the sake of I have horrid vision. Literally, my glasses, I'm not allowed to buy rimless glasses. When I try and buy my glasses, I'm not allowed to. They will not do it for my prescription. My prescription is about 3 times the width of my frames. They are freaking huge boys that sit outside of the frames I have. I don't need to fill. I don't know why I'm filling in all this stone. I don't need to do that. I just need to get the bare necessities of the redstone so we could possibly, probably, potentially play this at some point. I think that's the very last thing I'm gonna attempt to do. I'm gonna wrangle as many people as I can to be like, hey, can you for once log on the server? I would love to get a bunch of people to log on the server and we can go play the floor's lava. Oh, I need to come down here and fix all these. Hold on. I do need to come down and fix all the redstone mechanisms. Mechanisms? We'll stick with it. Because I need to make sure these are all calibrated correctly. Let me through here. There we go. Because they are very precise, and if I don't have them the way they are, then nothing's going to work as it should. And I kind of need these things to work like they should. This poor machine put me through so much anguish. Because I had built it once, and it did not look nearly as pretty as you're seeing it now. And then I was struggling to get people to play, and I'm like, you know what, I'll go around and I'll tidy up the machine, right? Simple enough. But in doing so, I ended up accidentally just destroying all the redstone instead. So I had a whopping 5 hours to fix the entire thing and get a video done in that time. So this boy's my baby. I spent a good minute trying to make sure he got done on time. This is my baby boy. You correct? Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. You are not correct. You're fine. You're just fine as you are. Love you just the way you are. Probably gonna get stuck in my head. I ended up hearing that Billy Joel song this morning. Went out to the Saturday market, get me some bagels. My local Saturday market, there's a guy that's always there, and he has the best frickin' bagels every time. It's like $2 or something for a bagel, and they are the best. Like, we're talking so fresh, if you dare try and eat it the next day, it's not the same. Where's Blinko? I had a delicious bagel for lunch. I'm so happy. I was leaving the farmer's market and they had a little concert going and there's somebody playing Billy Joel's Love You Just the Way You Are. I'm very pleased. I love Billy Joel, man. If you don't know Billy Joel, I guarantee you do. Not even like, oh my god, how dare you not know that? No, I'm saying his songs are everywhere. And there's not a chance you don't know one of his songs. At the very least, you know Zanzibar, probably from TikTok. I got the old man's car. He's that guy. I haven't had a bagel in an unfortunate amount of time. I love me a good fresh... I think the number one way I get bagels anymore is literally just this guy. If I want a bagel, I don't wait until we go grocery shopping. I wait until Saturday and then hope I have like a couple spare bucks in my wallet. I had Vienna in my head lately, I'm pretty sure. Yeah! That's the same... I believe that's the same album as Love You Just the Way You Are. I think it is. I'm gonna double check that. I feel like it is. Vienna... Because that's the Stranger album. Love You Just the Way You Are. Is that also the Stranger? Yes, it is. Both of those are the Stranger. Also, if you've ever seen Disney's Oliver and Company, he did the intro songs for that. Why Should I Worry? Why should I worry? Why should I care? S&P population, cause I got streets of warfare. There's so many good Billy Joel songs. I've been loving going back to You May Be Right, aka I May Be Crazy. You may be right, I may be crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the lights, don't try to save me. You may be wrong, but all I know is you may be right. I think probably one of his most recognizable would absolutely be The Good Die Young. By far. Billy Joel. What does YouTube Music think Billy Joel's most popular is? Because I'm very curious now. Oh yeah, of course, Piano Man. Piano Man, Uptown Girl, Vienna. We Didn't Start the Fire. I should have led with that. And Honesty. That looks like a remaster of it. Just the Way You Are is up there. My Life, Moving Out, aka Anthony's song. She's Always a Woman. It's Still Rock and Roll to Me is a great one. The Longest Time is another strong one. Oh, Pressure is another good one. Only the Good Die Young. Only the Good Die Young is so low down. Wow. Okay, never mind. That's the main one I remember. Honesty is in there. There's another one I'm trying to remember. There's Zanzibar. Innocent Man. That too. There's another... Hold on. I literally have a playlist that's just called Billy Joel Faves. I'm sure if I look at it for like 2 seconds, I'll find the song I'm trying to remember. All for Lena. All for Lena is the other one. Oh, and Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, which is the same album, It's the Stranger. I friggin' love Billy Joel. I love going through all sorts of music. I got very lucky that my parents did a good job at like making sure I was somewhat like educated, and not, I guess not educated, but like they made sure I listened to music and like the music they grew up with as well. And I absolutely loved doing that as a kid. And I remember hating, absolutely dreading. There's a time I finally got like my own little MP3 and I had to sit down with my mom, and I didn't want to sit still because I'm a little kid. And I had to sit down and slowly listen through songs and see which ones I wanted to add. And for like this 50 limit little MP3. And I hated doing that, but it was a couple years ago. There's a random Schlatt video. Someone took a clip from one of his streams where he's listening to like Road Trip soundtrack. And I went and found the playlist, and I'm like, I know pretty much every single song here. And I was just slowly going through. This is like almost midnight. Slowly going through all these songs, like, I know this one. I know this one. Oh my god, how did I forget this one exists? I love this one. Oh my god, this memory with this song. And the next morning I woke up and I went over to my mom. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for showing me all this music. Because I'm very happy to have it now. But it does mean showing anybody my playlist is just a hell ride. I live off of the shuffle. I live and breathe the shuffle. Why do I have a random bulb there? I don't remember why that's there. I'm gonna keep that there and assume it's meant to be there. I don't remember why that bulb's there. I don't even know if it's supposed to... I don't think that's supposed to be there. I'm gonna keep it there just in case, but I don't think that's supposed to be there. Oh, did I leave this on? This might have been left on by accident. That's not actually supposed to be there. It's supposed to be down there. I think the easiest way to show this... Hold on, let me go into my recent history of music. It's going to be a little clogged by live music, but yeah, there we go. We're going to go look at yesterday, what I was listening to yesterday, because I always play shuffle. I pretty much always play shuffle. There's not a single playlist that I have in a very specific order, and I have to have it in that order. We're going to start with I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor. I think most people know the song. Followed by Blondie's Heart of Glass, then Men Are Trash by Scotty Sire, Pink Houses by John Mellencamp, You Killed Me on the Moon, then Miss Jackson, One for the Road, that is an electric swing remix, Friend Like Me, the original song with Robin Williams, Toy Pianos, which is a game fan song, Monster, Alien Blues, The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News, which would most be recognizable from Back to the Future. Rat, one of the songs from the Spirited Away soundtrack. Left Behind, which is a Sister Location fan song. Boo, which is from the Dream SMP. It's a Dream SMP fan song, but I still freaking adore it. There's very few I still listen to. Midnight Special by Johnny Rivers. Lonely Vampire, Double Vision by Foreigner. Fat Man, which is another Electric Swing remix. Hot Girls and Never Let You Go by INXS. Don't Sing the Blues, Bones. Oh no, okay, we're into the live playlist I have. Okay. But yeah, my playlists are an enigma. Even my likes music, which is just the songs I listen to all the time, and if I could only listen to this playlist for the rest of my life, I would be happy. This playlist of my like songs is 243 strong. It says 6+ hours. YouTube Music gave up with my full music playlist. This is all the songs I have in every single one of my playlists all put together, and I'll shuffle this occasionally. They gave up with that playlist. They will only tell me that's longer than 5 hours. It's sitting at 1,580 tracks right now. So I have a fair amount of music. My mom's playlist, I think, is sitting at 3,000. I think. But my liked playlist, my liked music, is a very weird mix. I'm gonna say the most recent songs I have. I have Car Radio by 21 Pilots, followed by Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves by Cher, Alien Blues, Come Go With Me, which is an older song. You'd mostly recognize it like bum 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 bidoody dum dum dum. It's that song. I don't know where you'd recognize it from. I mostly know it from the Rabbids Go Home game for the Wii. I have Hollow Hunger, Veracity, and Clatatonia, which are all Overlord, the anime Overlord intro songs. Then I have Copacabana, I Will Follow You Into the Dark, Freaks by Timmy Trumpet and Savage, the radio edit, Puttin' on the Ritz by Taco, Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Sager, All Men Are Pigs by Studio Killers, Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz, Play That Funky Music, Fly Away, Slither, Fills the Stream Starting Soon song, Curses by the Crane Wives, No Time to Die, it's a 007, the most recent 007 movie, the intro song. Obla Di Obla Da by the Beatles, Yesterday by the Beatles, Good Riddance by Green Day, Five More Nights, which is, of course, a Five Nights at Freddy's fan song, followed by Sway by Michael Bublé, I'll Follow the Sun by the Beatles, Shofu no Michi, which is the intro song for The Way of the House Husband, another anime, Come and Get Your Love, which is most recognizable as that one song from Guardians of the Galaxy. It is exactly what you just thought of. It's that song. You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, Billy Joel, Miley Cyrus Twinkle Song, Straight Jacket by Bones, Psycho, a random Russian pop song. I cannot tell you what the name is because it's in Russian. Then Boo Again, Space Oddity, David Bowie. I have a very interesting playlist. Oh, I Like Bananas, which is from 1942. I like bananas because they have no bones. Don't give me tomatoes, can't stand ice cream cones. I like bananas because they have no bones. Cabbages and onions hurt my singing tones. I like bananas because they have no bones. No matter where I go, with Susie, May, or Anna, I want the world to know I must have my banana. If you recognize even a piece of that, it's because for a little while on, I think it was Instagram, maybe it also occurred on TikTok, people were using that song to animals. The one I saw was it was paired with like a bunch of little bat gifs and just bats being adorable and eating stuff. Fruit bats mainly. And at some point I'm like, hey, is there actually a full song for this, or is this just a random internet thing? No, it's a full song. And of course I'm like, you know what? My parents know a lot of songs. A lot of the songs I know and I have are because my parents know them to some extent. Especially silly songs, because my grandma, my dad's mom, really likes silly songs. She's a lovely lady and she loves herself some silly music. And so I'm like, hey Ma, you know this song? And I started playing it for her. we're also very much a movie family. Movie and music, we know. My dad especially, do not ever... if you challenge him to trivia, you're not challenging him to win, you're challenging to see how far he can go. And the answer is always, he will know it and tell you exactly when it was published. And what happened, and his random comment or thought about the movie that he's still thinking over. So I asked my mom if she knew the song, and she did. And it was she knew it from a very specific movie, and then she griped over the time zone that the movie took place in. They were listening to the song on a boat, but at the time you couldn't listen to a song without electricity. The player had to be plugged into electricity, so she has no idea how they were listening to it on a boat of all things, because they couldn't actually plug it in. So, of course, she knew it. And then eventually my dad goes and I ask him the same thing, and he remembers the name of the movie, as well as also remembering the exact same gripe. I love my parents, man. I love them. Most of the time, most of our dinners, because we all sit down for dinner usually, or well, majority of the house we still all eat together, because it's just the easiest way. We're all adults at this point, but it's just the easiest thing to do. We'll all have like our own separate lunches or such usually. Separate lunches, separate breakfast, depending on what's going on. Or if my brother comes in and is like, hey, I'm ordering food, what do you want? Otherwise, dinner's the one thing we'll have together. But most of the time, it ends up being some trivia or another, and we'll get stuck in a random conversation that doesn't end. That's why I was late for stream, because that exact thing happened today. I have all the redstone done, I think. I need to calibrate this, but we have all the redstone done now. And so, me growing up, the reason I know so much music, I don't have a good short-term memory. I do have a good long-term memory, and I'm thinking it's definitely because of this. Growing up, if my mom had, like, random music playing in the background, my older brother would always go, song, artist, go. And I'd immediately just get randomly quizzed on whatever in the world was playing. Oh no, I do need a little bit more redstone, pardon. There's a tiny bit more to place. Because, oh no, that does run through, that doesn't. Because I need blocks up there. There we go. And let me get rid... or no, I do need to keep all this because I need to see if they're calibrated correctly. I still don't know what you're for! I don't know why... oh, excuse me, the hiccups. I don't know why you're here. I do not remember why you're here. I don't see it. I don't know why you're here. I'm gonna keep you, but I don't know why you're here. Okay. I do want to glow these. Glow. Glowing. Glow. Glow. I think pink, orange, cyan. Pink, orange, cyan. Cyan for these boys. Glow. 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 Orange, pink, beautiful. Alright. One last check. That all the redstone is... no, it's not properly connected. That's why we check. Because if any of these are misaligned, I have to go through and double check again. I do still need to put in the lava. That is another thing. That can be placed as well. That's fine, as long as all the redstone is considered correct. Then we're good. No, I do need to set the speakers, the things to be correct. You are all the way up at this note. And you are almost there, but not quite. There. And so, the first viewing of the floor's lava live. Wait, hold on. No, I need the lava still. There isn't a fast way to do this, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to... there we go. I know for a fact this does take multiple hundred of lava buckets. It's a fun POV, that one screen in FNAF 7 or FNAF 6, I think. Fun. So much fun. So much. I need to double check where I have and haven't done stuff, because I... All of that? Yes. No, these. Because it takes forever, and if I dare miss one, then you'll notice immediately. I promise you that. Beautiful. And now I can slowly go through back and forth. Anyway, music, movie trivia. We have a giant movie collection as well. We have multiple collections across this house. I'm pretty sure all of us have our own song collection, and it's a routine thing now, to an extent. I had something happen the other night with this. That if my mom's playing a song and I just want to grab it real quick, I want to yoink it, I'll just be like, oh, I want to steal the song, what is it? Or I'll just straight up grab her phone and check what it is and then add it to my own. And this happened the other night, that music was playing in the background while we were eating dinner, and I go to grab my mom's phone, and my brother just goes, oh, it's this song. And I'm like, huh? Or, no, he only said the artist, and then I went, huh? It was, I can't remember the full artist name, but it was Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. What is the name of the artist? Save a... Big and Rich. That's why I got confused for a second, because the artist is literally named Big and Rich. And I went, huh? And he's like, you're picking out the song, right? I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And I quickly added it to my playlist. The only reason I didn't even realize that it was Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, because I have a funny story with the song. All I remembered is, like, it is a silly intro to it. So I'm like, oh, I remember this intro, let me throw it in. I didn't care what the rest of the song was. I'm like, I just care about the intro. But as a kid, I really loved the song Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And I would sing it all the time. And one time, the PTO was over, counting money with my mom. And I ran through the house. Well, not run. I went through the house to the garage to get a snack or something. Singing this song at the top of my lungs while the PTO, a couple white middle-aged women, were counting money. And my mom had to pull me aside and like, you can't sing that song. you can't sing that song. Not anymore. Okay. Awkward childhood stories aside, do I have all of this done correctly? Yes? Yeah! You don't fall back out. That's a problem. You're supposed to undo that. You're supposed to ungo. Oh, did I not set you up correctly? Hold on. Where's a good spot I could do this? I think right here. Okay, let's try this again. Spectator. Okay, fine. Just gonna slowly fly on out. On and then off. So what it's supposed to do is only stay there for a second and then it'll turn back off. No. So am I missing? Where am I missing a piece of redstone? Where am I missing? Because it's supposed to disable itself. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be why. This is why it's imperative I don't miss any redstone, and they're all placed correctly. So we need to turn that off. Come back over. Down into the depths you go, thank you. And we go boop. That should stay there for a second. And after the lava's gone, that goes back down. And this is my easy way of preventing people from spamming the button and breaking the machine. Beautiful. And then the automated version. Oh. clearly I would have just died right there. And again, because I'm not sprint jumping. There it goes again. Boop. I'll send another signal, so we'll do one last round after this. There we go. And the simple way I'm doing an automated signal that easily turns on and off, what I've done with a lot of these things is running the signal through a block, and if you remove that block, it easily makes it so it doesn't run again. I just want to say I haven't been saying much since I don't usually watch streams and don't know what all to say in chat, but I've been here the whole time. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm just the same, so no worries on that. Oh, that didn't... that clicked it multiple times. Yeah, you sent the signal too much. Just a little bit too much. I need to get better about timing that so it doesn't do that. There we go. Nice! That ain't half bad. So we gotta do the world tour and enjoy a little bit of working on the floor's lava. Okay, I don't care about the rest of this thing. At the very least, I want to get the skull done. I want to at least leave the skull. I will have a world download up on Tumblr for this, as well as the world downloads for Season 1 and Season 2. And I want to at least have the skull here for the end. I'm not leaving this as just a little jawbone on the ground. I don't want to do that to the boy. The skull is too good. I love him too much. I'm willing to stay up a little late. I usually stream 2 hours, but I started late. It's fine. I stay up just a wee bit late so I can do this. Because I love this. I put too much effort into the skelly just to leave him to rot. I can't do that to the boy. I can't do that to the boy. He's way too freaking cute. I think I just have a soft spot for skellies. They're just adorable. I don't know. Something Coco. Coco did a great job with her skellies. Absolutely great job. You know, if the Season 4 is going to be on August 23rd, I'm going to see if I can push and try and make sure my VTuber, the actual one, because this is a temporary one while I work on a fully rigged one, I want to see if I can get the fully rigged one done by then. Because I would love to have that for Season 4. That'd be great. Although I want to at least do a test run or something with it first. I want the very first thing I do with a new VTuber. I've talked about this a couple times. I'm going to talk about it again because I still love the idea. I have a habit of finding the deep dark. We talked about this early in stream because I'm positive. I'm so positive there's probably a deep dark underneath spawn of the new world. I'm almost positive of it. I know it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. And I find the deep dark by accident way too much, and the current accidental record is 8.5 minutes. Just normal world, doing normal survival stuff. Hey, there's the deep dark. Well, technically the new record is like 2.5 minutes or something, because I was loading up worlds for hardcore, and I didn't like the world, but I'm like, there's no way there isn't a deep dark under here, and I went straight down, and, well, yep, there's the deep dark. Who would have thunked it? Anyway, I want to get a compilation of every time I've accidentally found the deep dark and do a react video, a react stream, with a new VTuber. I think that'd be fun. It'd be a little more chill back thing, and then we'd probably do... This would probably end up being a Friday, probably the Friday before, so dates... How dates work? That'd be the 21st, so that'd give me a little under a week to get this done. Which I believe I can. I haven't been spending nearly as much time working on it. I didn't spend yesterday or the day... I don't think I didn't spend today on it. I didn't spend yesterday on it. I spent the day before technically working on it, but not. I was figuring out how I wanted to render it. But now that I have that handled out of the way, everything else is going to be a breeze, and then I have most of him done. I talk about him every single stream. I don't care. There's no serious updates since the last one, but I'm still going to show him off. We have everything but my overshirt, belt, pants, and then feet, because I do want this to be a full body. My bones, my leg bone. If you can see, let me move this off to the side. Oh, I'm still in the Royal Realm skin. Let me move over to the other one. This one is actually missing half a pant leg, so I do have to do one leg, at least, and then it's just feet. Yeah. He's a cutie boy, and then I gotta rig the whole boy. I gotta rig him up and make him look nice. I might make the skull a little smaller, I'm thinking now. I think I'll make the skull a little bit smaller. But I think that means I'm either gonna have to I'll redo the skull. I'd much rather redo the skull than redo the body. I want to make the skull a little bit smaller. But then I do love... I'll have to figure that out, because I have a sketch that I'm using for my line art. And I'm referencing for my line art. I'll have to test around and see if I do like a smaller skull on him or not. Anyway, there we go. A little skelly face. And the foreboding death, early death of the server left behind. Alright, I'm happy leaving him right there. Is this gonna be the second time I've left on this exact tree after working on the floor is lava? Yeah. Do I care? No.